Right, first off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom. This is the brother Irawam from GMS Jamaica camp, coming with another quick lesson. And this lesson, it's bit of an impromptu. I don't really do it often, and it was just basically something I was thinking about, in regards to the, you know, attempting to do a video a day, as the gears have shifted, and it has been thinking on a lot of things. Now everything will be applied to myself first and foremost, right? And the inspiration of this lesson is actually based on the start where um I was I was thinking about a lesson. I was trying to find a lesson to do yesterday, and it was just not coming. I tried thinking a lot of things. At one point I was saying, hey, go ahead and just do a impromptu, or just go ahead and share what's on your spirit. And the elders always tell us, stick to the scripture, stay to the point, read your scripture and move on. So even though I'm supposed to we can do impromptus, even though we can just go with the spirit, you know the elders, they can speak freely as they have more experience, but I like to stick to the scriptures. And at the same time, I just don't want it to be just something to do based on something to do, right? That is the mindset that I saw creeping up, and it had me thinking about the scripture, which if this happened to me, I'm sure that other brothers may struggle with the spirit as well, right? So let me just read it. This is 1 Corinthians 14 verse 26. How is it then, brethren, when ye come together, every one of you had a psalm, had a doctrine, had a tongue, had a revelation, had an interpretation? Let all things be done unto edifying, right? And all of this is being done unto what, in regards to teaching? Because let's look up the word edifying. What is the purpose of doing a video a day? Yes, it's to you know to be zealous, but at the same time, if you have it in your mind that, hey, I'm doing this because the apostles said so, I'm just doing this so nobody will get on me, I'm just doing this so that it seems like I'm on fire. If that's the reason, then it won't make any sense, right? Because it's not about being seen of men. It's about doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And what the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is basically the building of the church. So this is the word edifying. And play the Greek.
Strong's G 3619. Oikadame. Oikadame.
Alright, and it says to build up, metaphorically, edify, edification, the act of one who promotes another's growth in Christian wisdom, piety, happiness, holiness. Right? A building. Right? So we are supposed, with our lessons, we're supposed to promote, growth in this truth, showing for wisdom, giving wisdom, showing devoutness and duty, being doing our duty, happiness and holiness. So it's something that once you do these lessons, it's all about building the church, right? So therefore, you don't want to do a lesson just for doing a lesson's sake. You don't want to just go up and speak just because you have a mouth. There are times, hey, the spirit should be on us, where we can do a video a day. But being all honest, maybe you want to do it right now, but it's just not coming. So let's say that you get the spirit where you want to do it in the morning and it's not coming. Leave it to the afternoon. If nothing for the afternoon, do it in the evening or in the night. Because guess what, at some point during the day, something will happen that will spark your fire. So sometimes you may think that, hey, I just want to go ahead and do it now, but it's just to be careful with it. Bear in mind that it's not so much of just to do for do's sake, right? We are actually feeding the body, we're actually feeding the elect, right? And that's what we want to do, because at the end of the day, the Lord knows our hearts, right? So yes, we want the videos to be seen, yes, we want to put them out there, but it's not with the premise of being seen of men or to get praises from men, or just to say, hey, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not of boasting, You know, the spirit behind it, it should be of a sincere spirit, right? Um, every one of you had a psalm. Let's go the word psalm, right? Well, it says a musical song, you know, which we do go into the psalm sometime, right? It says a doctrine as well. Let's see what doctrine is, right? That which is taught, doctrine, teaching, you know. Down the third one, it says the act of teaching or instruction, right? So in religious assemblies of Christians who to speak in the way of teaching in distinct form of modes of speaking in public. So yes, we do have teachings and instructions that we get from the scriptures as we go about our day that we use to help build up the church, right? Tongue going into what language, you may find a Hebrew word that, you know, that expounds a lot in regards to a particular point, right? Tongue, a member of the body or organ of speech. You know, tongue, the language or dialect used by a particular people, distinct from that of other nations. So basically, you will come up with words, you know, or you not come up with words, but you'll see words that help to push across another point. So these are the ways in which we can actually find videos, you know. And also it says revelations, right? It says to lay bare, make naked, disclose of truth or instruction, right, concerning things before unknown. So you may come up in something that was revealed unto you, and you just put it across with the scriptures and everything and get it done, right? Use of events by which things are states or person hereto withdrawn from view or made visible to all. So manifestation, appearance. So something may have been revealed unto you through the Spirit, and you want to share that as well, right? And it says interpretation, right, of what has been spoken more or less obscurely by others. So, you know, there's some things that we may know on a surface level that you dig a little deep and you find some information that would help, you know, bring forth the point. You know, for example, with the RFID chip, you know, you have, I heard the brother Amarawan Gabari made a good example of you know, there are many videos on the RFID chip, but when you look, you know, the precepts are the same, the subject matter is the same, but, you know, just the content, it's a bit more or less or has a different perspective or point of view that helps to, you know, to increase the learning thereby, right? And that is what these lessons are for, right? Now it says, let all things be done unto edifying. Let's look up the word all. So individually, each, every, any, all, the whole, right? Collectively, some of all types. So that's pretty much it on in regards to edification, right? We remember why we're doing this, right? Remember that this is for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? Remember that this is not of man. Remember that this is for our salvation. Remember that this is your reasonable sacrifice, right? So you don't want your sacrifice to be tainted by pride or by you know, by eye service or men pleasing, right? It's not about clout, right? It's about edification. It should be something that's sincere. Now, if you have, if it's a case that you don't have a topic at hand, you can pray for one, you know, because hey, let's get that in James. That's something that we can also do. We can pray for wisdom. You know, you can pray for the Lord to give you the Spirit, you know, for a topic to do a lesson, right? This is where am I? Right, James 1 verse 5, it says, if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. And that is the thing. You know, if it's a case that you want to do a lesson, if you have the zeal or the drive to want to do a lesson or want to do a show, you know, wanting to edify, then pray the Lord to give you a topic, or give you the Spirit to come upon something to teach. Because once it's sincere and once you pray in faith, then you will get it, and then you'll be able to do the work, you know, having the right spirit, you know, because at the end of the day, that is what it's all about. It's about doing it of the right spirit, right? Let me actually end with this precept. I think it's in St. John. right? I think sincere is the word. All right, so let me just get this one. Right, this is Philippians 1 verse 10. It says that ye may prove things that are excellent, that ye may be sincere and without offense till the day of Hamashiach. Right, being filled with the first fruits of righteousness, which are by Yahweh Shai Mashiach, unto the glory and praise unto God. Because when we're actually teaching, we should be doing it sincerely, as I was saying earlier, and it should be all unto what? The praise and glory of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Right, to them be the glory, not unto us. Right, so once, as I was saying before, the mindset, it has to be from a good mindset. Right, it has to be from a sincere place. Right, this is St. John 4 verse 23. It says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. Right, and as Apostle Kabar was going in the other way about, being honest with yourself, and then to the brotherhood, because really you have to be honest with yourself first. You have to ask this. What we have to ask ourselves is, why are we doing this? You're about to do a lesson. My rule of thumb is to ask yourself, hey, am I doing this video of the right spirit? Just do a spirit check before you start to roll the camera, just to ensure that your heart is in the right place, that it's really about edification and not about you receiving glory, or it's not about clout. Right, read this again. It says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. And that is it. Right, so it should be done in spirit and in truth. The motive, the underlying reason why we are doing this, even though we are attempting the video a day, we're doing it for salvation, we're doing it for mercy, we're doing it all to the glory and honor of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Right, so in all sincerity and truth. Right, so just a little guard up for you brothers, or a little something for you guys to for us to think about, something for us to try to implement, so that we will be without offense unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, when we're doing our lessons, and this doesn't only apply to lessons only, but also in every aspect of our walk, but seeing that the new gear has shifted, and I know that brothers will probably get excited, and they would want to do more, and want to flow with the spirit, want to ensure that everything is being done of the of a true spirit, right, a true and sincere spirit. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word in all sincerity and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom.